Hello there, beautiful Capricorn seeker. Welcome back to the Existential Shift. This will be your monthly tarot scope for February. How was your birthday? Happy to be done with it. I get it. Okay, happy new moon in Aquarius as I'm recording this. It is finally seen today, so good time to announce something. Good time to launch something. Good time. Every time is good time to do the right thing for you, Cappy. Just so you know. So, okay. King of Swords, who really likes to come up in all the readings, and King of Wands, who really likes to come up in all the readings. Capricorn, maybe there are two meaningful masculines in your life. Maybe this is a partner of yours of some sort. I'm getting more like a work, friendship, cooperation type of partnership from this. I feel like there's something you want out of someone, and you're considering how to approach them, how to go about it, because it's something that you might be very passionate about, but you know that the other person needs convincing from a more logical perspective. Like, it's almost like you feel like you need to sell it. Sell an idea, sell a need, sell a request. Not sell like actual financial transaction, like convincing, or letting them see the prospect or the positive potential. Too many cards, but the Ace of Pentacles was at the bottom, so this could be a financial idea for some of you. Queen of Cups and Six of Swords. What an interesting beginning for this reading. Someone wants to travel with a child? That's kind of out of the blue. Going to see someone for advice or for assistance of some sort, maybe visiting a family member. Suddenly I'm picking up on family matters. It's like you're seeking some sort of consultation or advice. Now I have the King of Cups right after the Queen of Cups with the Six of Swords. Three kings right off the bat. It's all characters, it's all people, and just one Six of Swords. And the Devil. Capricorn, what's going on? Okay, well, we're figuring this out. No worries. Okay, some of you, very few of you, feel like you are dealing with an emotional turmoil that you suspect has to do with a coercion of some sort or energetic manipulation. It's not necessarily truth. For some of you, it's nearly paranoia. I have to say this. But whether it's paranoia or truth, I feel you guys are seeking advice or guidance potentially from, maybe a healer, a tarochi, an intuitive, a medicine woman. This could also be professional advice or professional guidance. It could be a combination of both. Someone who uses both intuition and skill, like a mindset, logic. Some of you are literally another court card. I have like 5 court cards out of 7 cards. That's a lot. There's only 16 court cards in a deck of 78 cards. So there's a lot of people involved in this. There's a couple, there's potentially a child, and there are others, either friends, family members, advisors. Um, Temperance. It all has to do with some sort of healing, some sort of balancing out something. This could be something hormonal. This could be emotional. Um, Maybe you're having a child and they're dealing with a lot of emotional stress and something's going on with them that is hard for you to understand, that you're seeking guidance. I see a lot of you praying. Um, Nine of Pentacles. Good. Good. Okay, so I see like a type of woman that can help you out with whatever this is. High Priestess in the bottom of the deck, and we had this whole Queen of Cups thing. So this is an alternative guidance that you're seeking. Maybe you're going to a psychic. Maybe you're going to, again, a healer. I feel like I'm repeating myself. But I see a lot of you trying to reach a solution from an alternative perspective. And you might have a family member that's like, no, this is hoo-ha, and this is bullshit, and they'll just take advantage of you, and whatever, but you feel really guided towards it. And there's also a certain a level, sorry, I'm going to look at it in a second, there's a level of like, you know, your good angel, bad angel kind of thing, like the devil and an angel kind of whispering in your ears different advice. But your intuition is in the right track, so listen to what your intuition is telling you. Seven of Cups, Three of Swords, Five of Wands, the Hermit, and the Ace of Swords. Fascinating. Hold on. Some of you are reaching out to an old family member. This could potentially be an ancestor of yours, to their guidance and wisdom. Some of you I'm picking up are going into inscriptions like ancient books, ancient knowledge. I'm picking up on the emerald tablets, hermetic laws. I'm picking up also on Kabbalah, because I have here the Star of David and the Hermit card. And I have here in the Temperance card the letters Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey on this angel. This is Archangel Michael in myth. And the letters Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey means Yehovah, which is Jehovah. So something about either mysticism, ancient wisdom, both. This could date back to ancient Babylon, ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, or ancient Kabbalah, the Israelites that were in all of these cultures actually. Such an interesting riddle, Capricorn. I taken by surprise. So the main message the cards are telling you is that the guidance you seek is, I mean, obviously you can find the wisdom with advisors and with ancient knowledge, and that's probably the thing that is going to lead you to this. And this, I mean, your inner truth, because all this knowledge exists in you. It's in your DNA. But it's obviously, it exists in all of us. We all have the Akash records, the infinite library of everything that has ever was and ever is and ever will. within us, because we are an Orion belt to this universe. We are a microcosmos to the macrocosmos. We have all the ancient knowledge within us. We are a soul that is a part of this divinity. So what God knows, we know, right? Because we are a particle of that divinity. But it takes a lot in order to tap into it. It takes a journey, like the alchemist of Paulo Coelho, that goes to a journey to seek a treasure, that he ends up finding the place where he started. But he would never know had he not gone on that journey. So yes, you can seek guidance. Yes, you can go to advisors. Of course, it will be a part of that journey, but you will find the truth inside of you. I'm picking up on that which you seek is seeking you, and I find it connects somehow to healing and to guidance. Healing wants to find you. Healing is within you. It just wants you to discover it in some sort of way. It's part of your soul's journey to discover that which it already knows. And I feel like you're encountering in the next month like a lot of individuals that each have some sort of wisdom or guidance to give you, and they will all serve as like pieces of the puzzle that will conclude into a big picture. Some of you have experienced a lot of how should I say it? Your heart was divided into many different aspects, maybe different people, um, loving many things, loving many ones. A lot of the one. You know, some people say, oh, I only have one person I was ever truly in love with, and some of you out there feel like you have a few of them, and it's almost like they're coming up in the next month, like I don't know if they're communicating with you, or you're communicating with them, or just dreaming about them, or remembering them, and kind of collecting, gathering everything you've learned from it. And it brings forth a realization and an aha moment. And now we could come back to this reading at the end of February to see what it was and how it connects. Because maybe right now, as you're seeing this, you have no clue what I'm talking about. But if you feel like you're experiencing some sort of riddle, a quest to find something out, to discover something, to solve something, to heal something, you will get it in like an aha moment that will be a result of all kinds of rememberings and encounters, and then you will know. There's something to do with the child keeps coming up. I don't know if it's your inner child, I don't know if it's your child, I don't know if it's someone else's child, but I'm picking up on a child that had many fathers. So maybe when you were growing up, your mother had different relationships or several relationships, or maybe you have a lot of uncles, right? Maybe it's not a father, but like father figures, or different teachers or influencers, and you're trying to figure out how to find that wisdom within yourself. I know this is a very whimsical, amorphic reading. I just say what comes up, you know. Watch your other placements if you don't feel like you understand what's going on here. But this reading, we're just in the midst of it, so we'll see what keeps coming up, and we'll also have an extended where I'll clarify and see deeper into all of it. But let's keep going. We're not done yet. There may have been like a group of people, maybe family members, maybe coworkers, maybe a team of some sort, that hasn't been seeing eye to eye, and there's a need to take a little bit of a distance to figure out what is your truth and what you decide and what you think is right, and maybe choose one or two people to keep to continue the journey with, or this project with, or whatever this is. I'm picking up on like the the admired child versus the black sheep. The archetype of Lucifer, Morningstar, and Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael was like the good kid of God, and Lucifer was like the rebel. And eventually Michael had to fight off Lucifer and exile him to hell, and all that jazz. And so I'm picking up on that archetype. But the thing is, Lucifer, Morningstar, was originally the most talented angel. Lucifer means light bearer, and the morning star, that's Venus, so that's the light of love and passion and beauty. So this kid, if you connect to this archetype, is actually extremely talented and bright. Or maybe it's you who were like that, and you're carrying that sensation of you're the bad kid, or you were the misfit. But you were a whimsical, beautiful misfit. And the reason you didn't belong is because part of your soul journey was to find your own way and not be a part of what children are souls that come to this planet, to Earth, to teach their parents. On the surface, allegedly, it's the parents' job to teach the children, but that's on a 3D cognitive level. On a soul level, it's the next generation that teach and bring in the former generation into the future and help the former generation expand its consciousness. Our children, their soul, come here to teach us what we are lacking or what we have yet to learn. So maybe you as a child, you're still carrying, feeling like you were the outcast or the different or the black sheep, but you actually came to the world to teach your parents. You were their light bearer. So maybe it's time to not see yourself as this alleged devil, but as this temperance card. You are also a son or a daughter of the divine. And you have a unique role and blueprint in this world, and you're carrying a light, a torch, to guide others. In practicality, what do my Cappies need to know for this month in regards to this? The Empress, beautiful. A lot of earth energy. A lot of divine feminine energy. I have the Queen of Cups, the Empress, the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe there's pregnancy. Maybe there's children. Maybe with the Six of Swords, you're traveling to nature to have some peace of mind or some rest. Maybe some of you are catching up with your mother and having some sort of reconciliation or just resolution in regards to something, connecting on some levels. Five of Pentacles. Maybe some of you are going through financial difficulties and you might be asking for your parents or mother for assistance, for financial assistance. I see you getting it. Ace of Pentacles. So if you have financial worries, money is coming in. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what the runes have to say. Message from the runes for my Cappies for the month of February. Runes are the Celtic occult tool. It's like tarot, like other things, but they're very ancient. They're Norse. They're from the Norse mythology. If you know the stories of King Arthur and Morgane Le Fay and Avalon and Camelot, so Merlin used to have like a sack of runes right here. Message from the runes for Cappies for the month of February. Oh, great. Wow. So Turisas, Hammer of Thor in the reverse. Beog in the upright, which is very much the Empress. Gebo, amazing. And Lagas in the upright. This is an amazing reading. Some of you are really tapping into your divine feminine, both from the maternal, healing, loving, giving, creative aspect, but also from the majestic, shadows, mystery, sexual, intense aspect, Lagas. It's the, you know, in the old days, a woman was everything. She was both the Mary Magdalene and, you know, and the Lilith, right? She was both the mother and the lover, the homemaker, but also the independent, free woman. Like, there wasn't a separation in perspective in regards to what a woman is. Today, in the age of patriarchy and religious misogyny, women are either this or that. They're always tagged as the mother, the wife, or the mistress, you know, and it's ridiculous. Like, and men grow up with thinking, okay, a woman is either this or that, and when they encounter something that is both, they can't comprehend that. It confuses them, and it shouldn't. It's only because of really bad education of generations in 2,000s of years. But now it's changing. We're going back to the understanding of the old days of what divine feminine truly is. She is both a mother and a sexual entity. She is both loving and caring and independent and free. And with Gebo in between Beok and Lagas like that, it's like, here if you can see clearly. It's like there's unison, there's wholesomeness between two allegedly different archetypes. There's also a deep friendship between two women. Highly creative powers. Very magical. Very medicinal. There's a medicine woman here. Picking up on someone teaching someone as well, potentially. So with Sass in the reverse, the toxic masculinity is being, is dying. Either within you if you're a masculine, or in your life if you're a feminine. Masculinity and femininity are energies that we have both, right? So it doesn't matter if you're a male or a female, if you consider yourself more masculine or more feminine. Toxic patriarchal masculinity is dying, and a beautiful new masculinity is being birthed. I did actually for Yule on my Instagram. It's the Existential shift. I have like under 15 minutes shift talk episodes where I talk about different things. So I did in Yule, I just asked for messages for this transition in seasons from the runes, and they gave a very intense message that I didn't expect about the divine masculine and its death in this coming in these months of winter, and how it's being rebirthed anew this coming summer. And this is coming up really strongly, where right now the divine feminine is very, very powerful, where the ego of the divine masculine, to assess in the reverse, is in the reverse, it's dying. And from there, the divine feminine can flourish, and from there, the divine masculine can flourish too. Because right now, the divine masculine is split between like 3 different court cards, like King of Wands, King of Swords, King of Cups. He's still not all the 4 kings together, still not the Emperor, and he's on its way. You know, it's going from the toxicity of its masculinity, of control and of control, basically, to the hermit, of taking his time to be with himself and to think and to process. And there's this inner light that is calling him to rediscover himself from the ancient times, from the time of the knights, the heroism and honor and dignity and being a man of the word. And the divine masculine has kind of lost that. Us women know it. But they're coming back to it now. This is not everyone. Of course, there are men who are very accountable, and you know, when they say something, they can be trusted, you know, but a lot are not. You know, you see it today in like all kinds of, I don't know, the whole ghosting culture and the phase out, not being able to talk and to face a woman and be honest and just be truthful and sincere and with how you truly feel and what it is that you truly want, and just brave into making decisions and following through. It's very rare today, unfortunately. But that mechanism is dying, and it's making room for something new to be born. And shout out to the beautiful men who are on this journey, and shout out to the beautiful women who went through that journey and are now discovering their own power and their own beauty, and own up to that, which allows an energy, the masculine energy, both within the woman and within the man, to own up to that as well. Cool. Okay, Cappy. I'm going to continue this in the extended by pulling more cards, clarifiers, and just seeing more into the actual narrative. I'll just see what else the cards bring. So if you connect to this reading, I'll be happy to see you on Vimeo. The link is below. I also just opened a Patreon for those of you who follow my content regularly. It's a monthly subscription, and there's different tiers, different levels that you can choose to be a part of, and with the different content that you get, including the content that I already have on Vimeo, but extra lunar love readings, you know, 2 love readings a month for the new moon and the full moon, just for my Patreon community. And there are all kinds of other yummy stuff, so check it out. All the information is below. If you want to book a reading with me, I'm completely booked for the next few weeks, but 2 weeks from now and on, I have a few open slots. It's at the existentialshift.as.me. You also have the link below, and you can join me on Instagram. It's the Existential Shift. And if you haven't subscribed, feel free to join the shift by pressing the subscribe button and the bell button next to it. And if not, all good. I love you anyway. Check out your other placements if you didn't resonate, or any of the other beautiful readings here, here on YouTube. Okay, guys, be well, be happy. I'll see you in a second on Vimeo or Patreon.